threat as he's gone for the early tier. Is Crazy taking so much damage topside. Needs to use the hook shot to try and get out, but I think it might be on cooldown as there's the flash. Doesn't go for the fat one as there is the shock blast missing, and Crazy holds onto his life. But around the map has those Mobies you were talking about before. And is the roam going to be enough? Hero's entrance comes down. They want to try and force this. It's a good knock-up onto Tal, but the ult to come in from Blank, and that is going to be able to lock down first blood. Thankfully for BBQ, they're able to at least even it out, but in goes the hero's entrance as Ignar has to flash to get out of the way of the turret, and Crazy just goes down. It's a disaster for BBQ, as now Pyrion does have that demonic ascension available to him. And Tempt probably not going to be able to eat enough honey fruit to get out of this one. Nevermove comes in and Pyrion explodes.
Unfortunately, they had no follow-up. They were denied at the border. Turns out you need a return ticket in order to make a play like this. They go straight in, and the moment that Blank is there, good pathing from him, good understanding. I'm sure it was a call by Tal saying, hey, I'm likely to be ganked. They knew Ignar was out of lane again. Ignar's taken down very, very low. Someone has to take the turret. It's Crazy because Ignar had to flash away. Was a bridge too far.
Yeah, let's not accelerate it in the wrong direction, as Crazy does get the stun onto Tal, but after the engage was when the shield came in, and now he's taking a lot of damage from that hypercharge. Might be able to get a flash here, but Blank is going to turn up. Now teleports coming in from SKT. BBQ getting abused all over the map. Hookshot's cute there from Crazy to try and save him under the turret. Moves out of the way of the Nevermove as well, as he's able to get himself to relative safety. Tal goes under the turret as well, but the physical shield comes in. Well, Ignar is going to try and get Shelly out of here, but she will just charge down the turret. Not going to get a second one, given
forward. So they're actually able, at the time when BBQ want to fight, to maybe win the 5v5s.
Well, Crazy in so much trouble as Blank's going to turn up. Tal gets at least the hop up, but it's not enough damage here from SKT as Blank misses his buttons. Shock Blast goes wide. Crazy survives, but now Effort looking for a little bit more. They spot Trick making his way up, but it's just the counter dive again from SKT, and they finish off Crazy.
Nice play by the side of SKT as Pyrion, he's caught.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Teleport's going to come in from the Ezreal as Ignar does have the flank available as well. Demonic Ascension doing some work as Teleport's going to back up Pyrion as well. In comes Tal as now her Hero's entrance comes down, and Ghost has to get the hell out of this fight. Does survive, but can they find any more? It looks like the answer is no, as Crazy utilize against a Jace with 30% CDR. A whole bunch of decent items. BBQ are going to look for Blank. He could be the option here. Headbutt hold. He's going to come down as it's a beautiful knock-up from Effort. Does get the quickness over the top of everyone, but Trick is huge with the subjugate. Oh, the taunt from Tempt! As now Bang's having to try and fight him, but he gets knocked up. Hero's entrance just to get him out of the fight as they trade 1 for 1. Ignar now running away from Tal, and the Unbreakable Will's going to wear down. That's an easy hammer bonk to come in from the Jace.
Same time, Tempt's going for the Zhonya's build, which is much more about zoning than it is necessarily of a solo split push mission, but a bit of piggyback coming from the Galio. They don't know SKT's here, though.
Yeah, X-Deck Ultimatum is going to come down. Trick's going to turn up, making it a 3 versus 3, but Crazy's already been taken out. A lot of damage now onto the Jaces. They do manage to get the return kill, but stun comes down, and now Ignar looking to try and take down Bang on the bottom side, but he's not going to be able to get anything. It's Bang. He's got the autos, and he's got the kill onto the Alistair's Ghost. Not a lot of options here. Pyrion split pushing on the top side as well, and BBQ trade down in a man advantage situation.
That's because BBQ didn't have the vision to know that 2 members of SKT were hanging around. They just said, we have Galio ult, we have Camille ult, let's kill one person, as he tries to be there for more CC, and now Ghost.
Yep, at least they're able to get some damage onto Effort here as Bang lots of follow-up onto the Ezreal.
You don't even need vision control. You say, I've got all the damage, let's just kill this one guy. We can skip over vision because we have guaranteed engage. Unfortunately, all they have from behind is the guaranteed engage. They have no idea. Look at the river on the minimap here. I know you're drawn to people dying, but if you look at the minimap, they have no idea who is or isn't around the Drake, and that's why when they're outnumbered, Ignar dies, multiple people die, they lose, and as you mentioned, they don't even need SKT 5 members to pull this play off. You gotta eventually go for your face check. They have no blue trinkets available.
Yeah, well, Teleport is gonna fly forward now. BBQ know what's going on, but it's a little bit too late as Blank is gonna be able to lock down the Baron, and now SKT, they just move themselves back.
Walking out for the last bit of damage here. BBQ, will they go for the engage? They do.
Yeah, in goes Ignar. He's going to try and get this one done as Hero's entrance comes down as well. It's a good load of damage to come in, but the Rakan grabs the first kill. Blank is going to suffer as Pyrion flashes forward to pick up the Demonic Ascension kill on the Ezreal, and now, without a lot of the damage, it's BBQ suffering at the hands of SKT. A huge play from the mid laner, and now it's all in shambles. The base has been ruined, and SKT are going to push for the win.
SKT, very ordered, very solid play here in their first game of the day. Temp tries to flash, not going to work.
Yeah, it was a cute one. He's going to be able to use the Zhonya's to at least keep himself alive for a moment, but Effort, he does the same thing. He's not going to die this day as Bang takes down the last remaining Nexus turret. The Nexus, the only thing standing in their way, and BBQ fall down in game one. SKT looking fantastic.
Slow and steady, wins the race. SK Telecom T1, good ordered play that I'm sure their fans have been looking for a very long time, but not in the way they expected, with Pyrion in the mid lane and not the great man in Faker. Very strong game by the side of SKT. Thought Effort and Blank both had big games here. Imagine they would be considered for MVP, but in the end, it's just the sort of play you can look at and from any angle, from the draft, from execution on the draft, from even the little moments outside of the laning phase for the Jace on the top side very early, everything fell into place for SKT.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a Griffin situation, you know? Like, we're just playing to have coordinated plays towards later stages of the game. It's the coordination, it's the control that they're really known for. It's exactly what SKT were able to employ in this game against a composition that was looking very, very scary moving into a situation like that. So we'll see what SKT can do in game number 2. Looks like Pyrion has probably earned his spot to stay on the roster to try and get this 2-0 victory. See whether SKT have any other ideas. You mentioned Faker's been streaming a heck of a lot. They've been playing a lot with Pyrion in scrims. And SKT looking great in game number 1. Looks like no reason to sub him out.
To keep winning, it is hard to really parse when the moment is to bring Faker back. There's never a bad time to play Faker for most people, but for SKT on a 3-game win streak, it's just been solid and strong execution from them. So you'd have to imagine we'll see more Pyrion after the break.
Yeah, there will be a